How the Israeli-Palestinian conflict began. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a long-standing and deeply rooted conflict that revolves around the political, territorial, and national aspirations of Israelis and Palestinians. It dates back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries but has intensified and evolved over time. Here is a brief overview of its history. Late 19th and early 20th century. Late 19th century, the Zionist movement, led by Theodor Herzl, emerged among European Jews, advocating for the establishment of a Jewish homeland in Palestine. British mandate. After World War I, the League of Nations granted Britain the mandate to administer Palestine. During this period, tensions between Jewish immigrants and Arab Palestinians increased. 1947 to 1949, the UN Partition Plan and the First Arab-Israeli War. The United Nations proposed a partition plan in 1947, dividing Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states with Jerusalem under international administration. Jewish leaders accepted the plan, while Arab leaders rejected it. This led to the First Arab-Israeli War, 1947 to 1949. Israel declared its independence in 1948, and neighboring Arab states intervened, leading to a ceasefire in 1949 and the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinian Arabs. 1950s to 1960s, the Suez Crisis and the Six-Day War. The Suez Crisis of 1956 further exacerbated tensions in the region, as Israel, France, and the United Kingdom took action against Egypt. The Six-Day War in 1967 resulted in Israel gaining control of the West Bank, Gaza Strip, East Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights. 1970s to 1990s, Yom Kippur War and peace initiatives. The Yom Kippur War of 1973 saw a surprise attack by Arab states, leading to a ceasefire mediated by the United States and the Soviet Union. The Camp David Accords in 1978 and the Oslo Accords in the 1990s represented efforts to find a peaceful resolution to the conflict. 2000s. Despite various peace initiatives and negotiations, the conflict has continued, marked by periods of violence, including the Second Intifada, 2000 to 2005, and the Gaza conflicts. Key issues include borders, the status of Jerusalem, and the right of return for Palestinian refugees, security concerns, and the establishment of a Palestinian state. The construction of Israeli settlements in the West Bank remains a contentious issue. 2020s. Over 250 people were killed in a war between Israel and Gaza in 2021. As the battle continued, it also sparked violent unrest within Israel. Policy experts agree that the war has made it more difficult for Israelis and Palestinians to negotiate directly with each other. Violence in the conflict has increased, with the highest death toll since 2005 resulting from a combination of military actions, such as the Jenin incursion in July 2023, and Palestinian political violence. Hamas initially fired at least 2,200 rockets at Israel from the Gaza Strip on October 7, 2023, while hundreds of Palestinian militants broke through the border and entered Israel by foot and with motor vehicles, engaging in gun battles with the Israeli security forces, murdering Israeli civilians, seizing Israeli towns and military bases, and kidnapping Israeli civilians.